Selling digital products online is the perfect way to make money, especially if you're over 50. You can make as much money as you want. You can do it from anywhere. And unlike your job, you don't have to worry about getting replaced by AI. But the online space is full of digital products you need to avoid because they'll have you broke, chasing your time, and frustrated. In this video, I'm going to share with you some digital products that you're wasting your time selling, and I'll also share with you some digital products that you should be selling. I've been successfully selling digital products since 2013, and there's never been a time where there's been more opportunities for people just like you to start an online business and change your life for the better. Let's get started. All right, so my first digital product was an ebook that I published in 2014, but before I did the ebook, I had an idea for a planner and a checklist. Now, the planner was for writers to help them schedule their writing time, and the checklist was a list of items or things to do in order to get published. I was excited because all the online experts and all the gurus were talking about they were making $10,000 a month, they were making thousands of dollars per day. So I was really excited about my planner and my checklist. This is going to sting a little bit, but those same online marketers and gurus and experts, they were lying then about how much money they were making, and they're lying now, plain and simple. The truth is it possible for you to make $10,000 a month selling digital planners and checklists and those kinds of things? Of course it is. The universe is a place where everything is possible. But is it probable? No, it's not probable. They may be making $10,000 a month, but it's not because they're making what I call these easy to create digital products. And most of these easy to create digital products fall into three categories: organizational, productivity, and design. And they're usually planners, checklist, some kind of worksheet, templates for resumes, templates for sales letters. And then on the design side, you might have some designs for t-shirts or coffee mugs. Those are very popular. But here's the problem with that. All of these things are things that AI can spit out in just a few minutes with the right prompt. So it's nothing unique about it. It's nothing different. And the marketplace is full for that reason, because it's something simple that pretty much anybody can do in just a matter of minutes using AI or some other cheap tool. And to compete in the marketplace, you're probably going to have to sell your item for maybe $15 to $20, because that's about what those kind of items, that's kind of the price point for those kind of items. So to let's just say you want to make $1,000. So to make $1,000, you'd have to sell, let's just say 50, 60, or 70 of those those digital products, planners, templates, resumes, whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So to get 50 or 60, 70 buyers, you're going to have to get at least 500, 600, 700 visitors to your site or to the platform where you're selling your product to get those type of sales numbers. Now you have to ask yourself, well, how am I going to get that many people to visit your site? That's a traffic issue. That's a traffic problem that you have to overcome. And to get beyond that, a lot of people, to get over that traffic, to solve that traffic problem, a lot of people run ads. And that's what most people will tell you: to drive traffic, you just need to run ads. What they don't tell you is that ads are very expensive and ads require a lot of testing. So if you might have an ad budget of, just say, low budget, maybe $200 a week. You're going to spend the majority of that money for a couple of weeks just to figure out if the ads work or not. You have to test your ads to see what's working and what's not working. And by the time you figure that out, you may have gone through $1,000 to $2,000 of an ad budget to just trying to see what ads actually work. That doesn't mean you're going to get any sales. You're at that point testing. So you're spending a lot of money on the front end with nothing coming in on the back end. So those are some facts and reasons why you need to stay away from those easy to create digital products. And next, I'll share with you some digital products that you can create that people actually want, that you can sell at a higher price point and where there's little or no competition. Okay, this is where it gets fascinating. This is where you get to create something unique, something that people want, something that you can sell at a high price point, and something that you don't have to worry about some kid using AI doing the same thing. Okay, first, I want to be clear about what a digital product is. Most people think about a digital product as being just an ebook or a course that you take online. But for me, a digital product is anything that is accessed or delivered across the internet. And that could be an ebook, a course, a community, a podcast, an audio book, a tutorial, a webinar. All of these are just examples of what I consider to be digital products. Now you know all the different digital products that you can use to deliver your ideas to your buyers. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to go into what I call pick a category for what I call the three essentials: health, wealth, and relationships. At the end of the day, every human being wants to be healthy. Every human being wants to have money, and every human being wants to love and to be loved. So once you've identified a topic from one of the three essential categories, the next thing you want to do is you want to solve one specific problem for one specific person. And you notice I didn't say give anybody information. People don't want information. We all have cell phones, we all have computers. You can get information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People want you to take them from where they are to where they want to be. They want you to deliver a transformation for them. They want you to give them their desired outcome. They want you to provide a result for them. So here's an example of that. Let's say you survived COVID. You caught COVID back when we were in the middle of the epidemic, and you made it through COVID, but right now you're suffering through some long-term effects of it. You have brain fog. You're unable to climb stairs. You're unable to walk for long periods of time like you used to. So you've had to adapt your life. You had to change your life around these limitations, these restrictions. And right now, there are about 17 million people who are suffering from what they call long COVID. So just imagine that you had figured out a way to kind of come up with a new way of enjoying your life, of experiencing your life through these restrictions and through these new health limitations. Think about how incredible that would be, that you're offering your adaptation, your solutions, your improvements to your life to potentially 17 million people that are actually suffering through the same thing. Think of how incredible that would be. That's the power of digital products. So that's the impact that you can have on the world and changing people's lives for the better. And you can serve that audience through an ebook. It could be through a community. It could be through a series of online trainings. It could be some webinars. It could be a podcast. It could be an audiobook. It's so many ways that you can get out that information and those transformations to that community of people that are looking for answers to their problem. And if you're ready to create a digital product with stuff you already know like the back of your hand, click on the link in the description below. And before you know it, you'll have huge numbers, good news, and 5-star reviews like what you see on your screen right now. Okay, back to the benefits of these specific digital products. First of all, you don't have to worry about AI competing with you because AI can't experience anything. It's just a tool. There's no competition because it's your story, it's your solution, it's the way you came up with it. So that's unique to you. That's your story. Nobody can replicate that. Nobody can duplicate that. And you can sell it. You can sell or you can offer this guidance to people for whatever price point you want. You don't have to sell it for a measly $15 or $20 because you're giving people a transformation. You're not just giving them some information. You're giving them something that can change their lives. So it's more than a $15 or $20 planner or some kind of checklist. You're actually doing something that's impactful that people want and that there's no competition for. And here's another example. Suppose you were a single parent and you came up with a way to get two kids through college without loans, without scholarships, and without those kids having to work full-time jobs. Think of how many parents would love to talk to you. Think of how many parents would love to purchase that solution to their problem because they're having the same problem that you had. Think of the impact that you can have. The possibilities to this are endless. So stop thinking about these easy to create digital products that everybody's talking about you can make $10,000 or $20,000 a month with. That's just not true. The truth is, the way that you can create another stream of income for yourself and for your family is pretty simple. Just come up with something that you've already done in your life, an experience you've already had, a problem, an obstacle that you've already overcome in your life. Package that solution up into a digital product and offer it to people who are similarly struggling with the same thing. And you'll find that your life will change for the better. And check out this next video on how you can start an online business in just 3 steps.